Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Esteemed Gentleman podcast for Friday, November 26th. I'm your host, Scott Labrie, and joined alongside me all day, Eric Deshane.
Hello.
It's a two-person podcast
Yeah.
because
Weird.
someone has
Someone
disappeared
slept
on
in.
us.
Yeah, someone's not answering there. So yeah.
No, unexcused this time. You know, usually there's I'm getting my furnace fixed, or I got bit
Something,
by a
yeah.
snake or whatever, that sort of thing.
Yeah, dying. Yeah, no, not this time. Just no
This
answer.
time,
So
just no answer. So,
yeah.
if you're listening, go ahead and head over to Tyler's Facebook page. Just send him a message. Say you let us down. No context. Just you let us down.
Just let us down. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not mad. I'm just disappointed.
yeah. So, but yeah, I guess it's just the two of us. So it might be a little bit of a shorter episode, but that's okay. A little bit of news around the globe, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Hawkeye. First two episodes
Mm-hmm.
dropped on Disney Plus yesterday. I've watched them. You hadn't had a chance to yet.
No, I honestly, I'll admit, like most of the people around, I forgot I was even coming out. I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
Hawkeye.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like everyone's talking about Spider-Man this, Spider-Man that. Like, oh yeah, Hawkeye came out. And I forgot all about it. Yeah, so
Same. Yeah.
I'll watch it again here. Yeah, and the trailer looks great. It looks a little fun, little spy thriller kind of movie show, and yeah, so I look forward to watching it. But I like the cast, and
Yeah.
so it's
They
good.
it's funnier than I thought it would be, I guess.
I was expecting that. I mean, that's kind of what they had going for it before, because you can have those dry, funny moments with Jeremy Renner and that character. So to have that with Haley Seinfeld, who I think can be funny on her own too as well. So I think it's good chops back and forth. So good casting choice. I think it's going to be I think it'll be a very, very funny show for sure. So yeah.
This is kind of like the debut series for Kate Bishop,
Mm-hmm.
who eventually, I guess, takes the mantle. Does she become like Hawkeye? Like that's
Yeah, I
her
mean,
code name kind of thing, or is
Hawkeye, even in the MCU, is not really referenced as a codename. He's just Barton, right?
yeah.
There's no not actually Hawkeye, right? So I mean, maybe I guess, but this whole series is going towards passing the mantle down to the next generation, right? So I think that's what's going to be what happened. Probably is,
Yeah.
and this one we're going to see Barton just retiring finally and passing it over to her, because now we're seeing the new Black Widow, we're seeing the new characters taking over the new roles. I think it's going to be like that for sure, which I'm fine with, because I mean, in comics books, you can have the same character for years, that'd be fine, but in real life, it doesn't work that way. So,
Yeah.
10 years at a movie role is a little long for some people, right? So yeah.
Well, I mean, you could have them for a
But
little while, but they're like, I'm bored of this. I'm leaving.
exactly, yeah, and let them finish on a good note, like Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr., where it's like, yeah, they had their moment. They had their high, and then they're done. It's good. Now they can move on to other stuff, right? So
Chris
not
Evans.
stuck.
Chris Evans is like, I'm tired of eating a piece of fish and a raisin for dinner every night.
Yeah, exactly. Tired of this diet and this
Yeah.
bullshit. Yeah, exactly. And he wants to be a director, and he's doing more of that. So like, perfect, man. You do you now. So yeah, you've earned your retirement.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So no, I'm okay with that. So
Yeah, I'm on board. It's another one of
Mhm.
those weekly series, though.
Mhm.
It's every Wednesday.
Mhm.
Um, which is kind of nice. Like, I don't know. I do like the weekly releases. And like right now, I have like three weekly shows on the go right
Mhm.
now, which is kind of nice. So
Mhm.
got Hawkeye, Dope Sick, which is kind of like a new episode every week. But apparently, like that show actually came out on Stars and
Oh
has
really?
like the whole season's on Hulu already.
Oh
But they're like still releasing it weekly on Disney Plus for some reason.
yeah, that's not surprising, because that's the whole keep them coming back every week for something, right? Kind of thing. So that's how they're grabbing you on that, which I'm not a fan of that. I prefer all mine episodes at once and just kind of binge them. But I mean, it's either or, I guess. Yeah, but I much prefer here's the whole season one. Here's all 10 episodes. Especially if it's only 10 episodes, then yeah, that's fine, because it's just 10 weeks of waiting, or just watch it for a few days worth. Or if it's like 20 some episodes for a week, then yeah, that's then you're just watching TV again normally. Netflix had that thing where it's like, oh yeah, here's the whole season on one thing. Just watch it all at once if you want to. Like, here's all of
Right.
it now. That convenience was nice for that, but yeah. I don't know. If me, it's just if it's 10 episodes or 9 episodes, then why not just release them all? What does it matter? Because I don't know. I don't know. Just me being weird in that way, but I much prefer just to have it as one whole thing, one whole shot, done, and good to go. But yeah.
Yeah. No,
Mhm.
I'll take both. It's definitely
Mhm.
like, I'm looking forward to The Witcher 2, which is coming out December 17th. Witcher season 2, which another thing, just like here's all of them. Like, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Which
Just oh.
then I remember it's like, oh, that's when our party is. Like, dang it,
Mm-hmm.
I watched
Yeah.
the
Well.
show. That's when Spider-Man comes out too. It's like, God, so many stuff
Yeah.
that weekend.
We'll watch it the Friday night though. We won't watch it the Saturday night. We'll go early release Friday night, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They might do that
That's.
Thursday thing too
I'm
sometimes.
hoping so. I missed that. Like, yeah, I go for the late release Thursday night because I prefer that because it's like, because usually comes Friday night, something's happening that night. So go to Thursday. It's open, it's free, and you can watch the movie nice and early. Yeah. So, which to
Then
me makes more sense than releasing it on a Friday, but whatever.
then you avoid all the spoilers too.
Mm-hmm. Watch it first. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, that movie for sure is going to be one of those, like, a spoiler, like,
Oh yeah.
oh, yeah, because everyone wants one thing, and if it's in there and someone else sees it first, it's going to be posted on Reddit first thing. Spoilers, they're in it or they're not in it. So,
Mm-hmm.
again, just get it done right away because everyone wants Andrew and, and Toby, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. They got to be in there. I think they're just.
I think so, but not as what I would think. I was hoping that would be like the three Spider-Men working together throughout the whole most of the movie. But I think it's going to be Tom Holland, Zendaya, and Ned. I forget the actor's name. It'd be those three pretty
Mm-hmm.
much going through. It's like that's should be the other two Spider-Men instead of those three. But yeah, and we'll see them at the end probably or something like.
Probably pretty close. Yeah.
That's what it's going to be like. I
Well,
think
maybe
so.
they might like, oh, here's Andrew Garfield's, and then he's like,
Like
they'll talk for a bit. He's like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta find
so
my way home or something.
that's what I'm thinking. It's going to be right at the end or some. Everyone's going home. They're there for the final fight, and then they're gone. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. That's all they're there for. It's like, they're in it. They're in it technically. It's like, that's not what we wanted though. We wanted an adventure with them. Yeah. No. But
Yeah.
but yeah, no, Hawkeye. That looks promising.
Mm-hmm.
So what you saying it was funnier than what you expected though, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Tracksuit Mafia. Ever heard of them?
I have not.
Apparently, they're in the comics, but
Oh.
they're called the Tracksuit Mafia,
I
and
never
they're a
read
bunch of like
yeah.
Russian dudes, and like they keep saying
Adidas
they keep saying bro and stuff like that, and they're like it's totally stupid. It's like bro, like at one point
bro with the
he's like,
heavy Slav accent and
yeah,
everything too.
exactly, yeah.
Adidas tracksuit. Oh man, okay, that's hilarious. That's awesome.
He's like, at one point, like they're like in their hideout, their warehouse, and
Yeah.
Hawkeye's like, it's like nice digs, like sarcastically,
Mhm.
and one guy just blows up on him. It's like, it's hard to find warehouses in New York. They keep getting transformed into lofts or whatever. He's like, it's okay, bro. It's okay, bro. He's
Hey man.
criticizing me, bro.
And that's yeah. I mean, I know I didn't get to see the credits on who's writing it or not, but I mean, there's no reason why it can't be funny, and that's what I was hoping it would be like. So, because
Mhm.
you can have those movies where they're so taken so seriously and so unfunny, where it's like, yeah, it's just another passe thing. But these Disney series, they're knocking around the park with how good they are and how
Mhm.
like funny and just a good time they get to be, right? So I'm looking forward to for Hawkeye now and whatever else will bring down the pipeline because I get to see Eternals, but I'm sure that too was pretty good. I think I'll enjoy that as well. But lately, it's just been like, yeah, here's everything that's working and here's everything that's fun. Just have at it and just enjoy it. And nothing like DC's putting out where it's like, oh, some really good stuff, and then some is just like, oh, this looks
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Mhm.
Kind of nice thing too with like Hawkeye. It was like watching it. I'm like, I have so little knowledge of like
Mhm.
Hawkeye stuff that it's like I don't have no idea what's gonna happen in this series. Whereas
Mhm.
like a lot of like Marvel stuff, it's like okay, I have some sort of knowledge either from just being around comic books and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like like I've kind of heard here and things, so I can kind of piece things together where it's going. But
Mhm.
like this is like, ah.
Yeah. And that's like you said it too, like with Black Widow was like, yeah, they picked tax Taskmaster as the villain, because you couldn't really have a more OP villain than that, because anything more that wouldn't have been on par with the Black Widow thing. Where I think this is perfect, because if you have something like the Tracksuit Mafia
Yeah.
and this like sibling relationship kind of thing with Hawkeye and with Kate, then that's perfect, because it's stakes are low. It's just a fun little action adventure kind of thing, and yeah, that's awesome. That's perfect. So,
Yep.
or you could have like the full on like they could go like original Suicide Squad with this giant doomsday weapon being stopped by this team of idiots. So it's like that's not going to work that way. There's two opposite things. So yeah, that's perfect the way they're doing it that way instead. So, so yeah, cool.
Yeah. So
definitely go check it out
for sure. And I mean, if like I could recommend it to other people, but if you're a watcher of the MCU, you're probably going to be on board.
Oh,
with
definitely.
It already,
Yeah,
so.
I think the majority of people who are on board with all these shows are watching it already.
Yeah.
If you remember to watch it,
Yeah.
it's unfortunately it's been very underplayed and just undersold, because everything is Spider-Man, and
Yeah.
that's it's unfortunate, but yeah.
Plus, like,
check
you
it out.
have Book of Boba Fett also coming out
Oh
in
my
December
God, that's
as well.
right.
So,
but that's like mid to end of December, right?
yeah, I think it like comes out on the 26th or 27th.
I think it's after
something.
Christmas. Yeah, so yeah, that one too. Oh my God, so many good shows coming out, and that one I'm excited for, but I'm that too. I think it's gonna be like this mafia-esque kind of underground, and yeah, I hope they do more stuff in the past too as well with Boba Fett, because we see him as he is now, but I like to have seen him like back when, like I say, his prime, but like back like how he gets his name and how he becomes like the best bounty hunter kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I hope we do some of that, because I know of stories from the extended universe that's been cut since the takeover from Disney that I hope they can kind of borrow from and make their own again, because some of those stories were pretty cool, but this is way before the Clone Wars even came out. This is back in the 90s. Like, this is like early Boba Fett stories, like before Django was even a thought and stuff like that, right? So I'm hoping they can pull from that library and make something really entertaining, which I'm sure is going to be fun anyways.
Because like even like you thought that's what the Mandalorian would be, just like bounty hunter stories, but no, he doesn't like take any bounties at all. Like starting after the first episode,
after he gets Grogu, it's like it's now it's all about the child. It's like okay, that's fine, but show us more of that style, right? But I think we're going to see more of the Mandalorian and the whole stuff with that now in season 3 of the Mandalorian, because now Grogu's out of the picture. So what do you talk about? Well, you talk about now he has the Darksaber. Now he has this whole other stuff with the Mandalorian code, because what he was told wasn't the truth, and it's it's all stuff to work with now. So that too I'm excited for, but that's going to be another year at least, right? So that's going to be a ways out.
He probably starts taking his like helmet off all the time.
I think so, right? Now, because I think now he does like the code what that he's been taught is like this is just like we're fundamentalists. This is just not how it should be, and I think going to be like a whole. Now that he has the Darksaber, he's going to be some royalty bullshit and fighting with Bo-Katan, and this is going to be a bunch of little political bullshit back and forth. But I'm excited for it. Yeah.
They're going to be talking about trades and all this other stuff. It's like no, not again.
No, not that again. Not political house. No.
We've put up a blockade. It's like no, stop it.
I came here to watch sword fights in space. What's this politics bullshit? Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lots of streaming stuff, which is cool. Today's also American Thanksgiving. And one thing I was like paying attention because everybody's tweeting about it and that sort of thing, and there's always just like kind of like American specific like side dishes, like the sweet potato pie with like marshmallows and stuff like that. Like, why does that not happen here?
I don't know. I think that's. I've seen it before too, and I love sweet potato, and I'm sure I'd love that the dish. I never had it once, but I think it's just available. That sounds very southernly, right? And that's not something we would have up here, because like that's just not part of like we're raised on French and Ukrainian cuisines. That's not thing at all that we would have, right? So I think that's just a local thing, unfortunately. But I don't know. To me, that sounds delicious. I want some of that. Yeah, because it's just. You're right though, because I'm trying to think of another one too that's very American specific dish.
Mac and cheese, like they'll have mac and cheese on the table sometimes.
Yeah, that too.
Like, I'd throw mac and cheese on my plate.
Yeah, I mean, we always had like macaroni salad, which is essentially like half of it. It's still
Yeah.
macaroni, but it's not mac and cheese.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I don't know, like for us, Thanksgiving was the turkey. It was always a big meal with that. But really, it was like anything kind of with like pierogies or potatoes or whatever else, asparagus. It didn't matter. They just let's just make a meal out of it. But as long as you have the one main dish. But I don't know. To me, I've never seen that nothing weird ever come up on our dish. It was usually the same stuff you would have at Christmas. It was the same thing at Thanksgiving as Easter. It was always the same kind of meal. It's always a big thing, but nothing was really different like that.
Yeah.
Nothing like a sweet potato pie with marshmallows. Nothing ever like that ever came up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always interesting too. Like our Thanksgiving, like, is very like regional specific. Like you like yeah, we'll get the pierogies, the cabbage rolls, like a lot of the Ukrainian stuff. So I'm just like, what do people in Vancouver have for Thanksgiving besides mashed potatoes and stuffing? Like, what else is on there? I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure it's not much different than ours, but I mean, it depends on. I feel like some things like pierogies. I doubt that you'll see that in Vancouver because that's very much a thing around here, and especially in cabbage rolls too. But like, I'm sure potatoes and meat and mashed potatoes, gravy, same shit there. Yeah. I don't think it'd be too different than anywhere else. But
so do they just have like 3 things on their plate and that's it? Maybe.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know of anything that would be different otherwise. Besides, like, we're having because we're on the East Coast, on the West Coast, they have fresh fish. Maybe they'll have fish in the meal or something, right? So who knows? I don't know.
Sarah. Sarah lives in Ontario, right? Sarah, message us. Let us know what Ontario people have for Thanksgiving.
You was in Ontario. What do you have for Thanksgiving?
What replaces the cabbage rolls, the pierogies, all the Ukrainian stuff? What goes there instead?
Yeah, curious too. But maybe they have it too as well. You never know.
Maybe that's just like a whole Canada thing.
Maybe, yeah.
We think we're special.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it is. We think we're special, but really we're not that special. It's the same everywhere else.
For sure.
And now with Thanksgiving too, lots of Black Friday deals and stuff like that too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've been doing lots of online shopping here.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done. I think I got some shoes that are coming tomorrow. Interesting story about these shoes. So I ordered Puma. They're like winter sneakers. They're kind of like a sneaker in a boot.
Oh, okay.
They're kind of like a high top sneaker, but the soles are like a little bit more
cool.
grippier and that sort of thing. And they've got like fur lined, so it's warmer and that sort of thing. They're like normally like $130. I got them for like $75.
Nice.
And so I went to order them, and the shipping there's like 3 tiers. The free shipping, they would have came on like the 8th. I'm like, I'm not waiting 2 weeks for freaking shoes. That's a long time. Like $10 shipping would have came on the 1st, which is not too bad. But for $25, it was like next business day delivery. So I was supposed I was supposed to have them today, essentially. So I was like, well, I'm saving, what is it, $65? Might as well just get the quick shipping. So I get that, and then looking at my email this morning, and I still haven't gotten a shipping notification. So I was like, what the fuck, man? So I just messaged, customer support, because I was hoping to have them before this weekend.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I send the email to them, I get an email saying that it shipped, and apparently it shipped at like 12 a.m. like midnight. Geez. So it's like technically on its way. It's still supposed to come tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so they like replied back to me. It's like, oh yeah, sorry about that. We'll send you a refund for the $25. So I was like, cool. I got free 3 days shipping.
There you go. Awesome. That really ever happens. Yeah.
Yeah. Worked.
I'm gonna start here probably tonight after we're done here to do some shopping, because like I looked today at like the deals online. I'm like, you can't beat some of this stuff on here. And to do it now before Christmas makes the most sense, because I've always been every year I'm always like the 23rd, 24th, I'm still buying gifts. And like for once I want to be like ahead and not think about that the few weeks before Christmas. Like just have it all done as soon as I can. Like I have some gifts lined up for the majority of the people I have to shop for tonight. And like that's going to be like a huge like load off my chest, because I'm always panicking like days before, like I need this, I need that. And like, just why? Do it now. while some deals are on,
Mhm.
and it's done, right? So that's I have to start getting into that habit more. I know today and there's some stuff on Monday I'll do some shopping for, but online shopping now is just so convenient. It sucks.
Yeah,
Like
and
you can't.
you're gonna get it in time for Christmas and
Yeah,
that stuff too.
exactly. Yeah. So it's hard not to fall for that stuff. It's really is. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you're gonna be getting
and
into games.
I thought about it, but God of War 4 is on sale for like $10 right now. I'm
I
like,
saw that.
I might get that. I'm like, I really kind of want to get that and play it because, yeah, it's one of those games where I know I would enjoy it and I want to play it, and for $10, like, why the hell not? Like, you can't ignore that. I think Miles Morales is on sale too for the PS4, and same with the regular Spider-Man 2 as well. I might pick up those, but we'll see. But definitely God of War. I'll grab while I'm
Hmm.
shopping because, Christ, $10, man.
That's a steal.
That's a no-brainer, man. Yeah.
I saw there was like a flash sale on Amazon that they were doing Steam keys for Mass Effect Legendary Edition for
Ooh.
$10, and I think it was $10 American, so I think it was like
Mhm.
around
15 bucks.
15 here. But
Yeah.
before I could get to the page, they were all gone. I was like, God
Ah,
damn
shit.
it! Because
You
like
already have it though.
I
I
already
mean,
have it, but I was like, I can
you-
give it to you guys for Christmas gifts. That was
that's
my
true.
thinking, and then it was
Yeah,
like,
I already have it too. But yeah, still, yeah. That's one thing. That's one thing I get caught with a lot. It's like, oh, it's only on sale for so much right now. I'll buy it, and then like, oh no, like I'm bad for that for kids gifts. I'll buy them like Lego sets or whatever else. Like, here you go. It's like, oh, he already has that one from like last year. It's like, oh, God damn it! Like, so yeah, I'm bad for that too. It's like, yeah, I'm shopping for Lego stuff this year. I'll have to think like, hey, I know he has this Minecraft Lego set, so I'm getting that one, and I bet you he has this one already probably. But I mean, they're kids; they should be happy with whatever they get. Too bad if they have it
right.
already. So that's the thing. I'm buying whatever I get my nephews and nieces. Like, here's your gift. If you have it already, I don't care. Here's another gift. I don't care.
Get
Yeah.
a mega box.
Yeah.
Guaranteed they won't have it.
Yeah. No shit. Yeah. Yeah. No, so let's take the deals while you can, because it's hard to pass them up now.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Kind of nice though, but then like if you do miss them or something, like
Hmm.
at least you have Boxing Day, which usually
Hmm.
are not quite as good as Black Friday, but it's still
Yeah.
pretty
Some of them are
good
pretty good too. Yeah. It's, yeah.
if you have money left by
Mhm.
then.
Usually we're doing something Boxing Day. We never really go shopping or plan to go shopping that day. So
Hmm.
yeah, usually we're booked all for Christmas activities till the New Year's. So like we
Yeah,
don't go shopping. We do nothing else. Just But
I used
that's
to
one thing
work
I got.
Boxing Day at the source.
Same when I worked at Cabela's. I used to work there too, all through Christmas.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
surprisingly like it might just be like a St. Paul thing, but it was surprisingly quiet.
yeah, I
Like
believe it. It'd be a thing around here. I mean, a lot
people
of the
aren't used
deals
to
you
it.
get, like no one's in a panic. Like it's not like when I worked at Cabela's and Edmonton, you have a lineup at 3 in the morning waiting outside to get inside the door. It's like, oh my god, like why are you here? It's you're waiting outside at minus 35 for a deal that's going to be on all day. Like, you gotta get it first. Like, oh, well, like it's if you wanted that bad, I guess, but it's like a hunting tent or something stupid. Like
Mm.
why?
Yeah, I was gonna say like what are people waiting out for
Like
3
a
a.m.
duck
for?
blind or a hunting tent or a rack or like something like is it really worth it to wait in the
Right,
cold for 3 hours? But whatever.
Coleman
Yeah,
Cooler.
yeah, yeah. I know. So yeah, stuff like that. I was like really perplexing. I want to be home with my family. Why the fuck are you here?
Hmm. Exactly. It's
Yeah.
kind of a cool thing. I read that Target in the States is actually closed today. Like
Oh yeah.
they decided to like I guess they did this last year, but instead of having like all their Black Friday deals happening on just Black Friday, they
Hmm.
have them like running all month long.
Oh,
And
that
they're
makes
like,
sense.
well, we made so much money like over the month that like we
Hmm.
can afford to give everybody to close that Thanksgiving
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
that's
like,
to me that makes sense for your employees too. Like that's because fucking
yeah,
Black Fridays, man. Like I don't remember nothing in the last couple of years. I mean, well, last year because of COVID, you couldn't do much. But
yeah,
even years before, like those stores, like the Black Friday deals, people getting like violent and getting mad. It's like, why? Like, it's just
trample videos,
I know, like,
fighting videos. Oh, they're so good though.
it's so
People
like
just slugging it out over a
it's so
microwave or something.
yeah, it's so scummy. Like, why are you fighting over something so trivial? But yeah, it's just yeah. Like hell today, I saw a video of a woman pulling out a gun on a woman in Texas because she thinks she took her parking stall. that justified her pulling out a gun on a pregnant woman. I'm like, what the fuck,
Like-
people? Why?
Like in a parking lot or like
In a parking lot, a woman
Oh,
parks her
that's
vehicle. Woman
stupid.
comes to the window, knocks on her door, yells at her, and the woman's like, "You took my parking spot!" And she's screaming around, pulls the gun on her, and points the gun at them. And then like she finally like walks away. They're still mad. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, I felt sad for humanity. Like watching that, I'm like,
yeah.
what the hell is wrong with you people? Getting violent over something so simple. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if it doesn't work in the end.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, God damn it, I pulled my gun and made an ass
Yeah,
of myself.
and yeah,
And
you ask yourself, the internet saw it. Everyone saw your face now. I'm sure there's gonna be charges. There's gonna be shit going on now because you acted emotionally for no reason. But yeah,
It's like, what's the next step after that? It's like,
mm-hmm.
do I concede defeat or do I
Yep.
murder this?
or do I go full tilt? Yeah, it's like, oh well, one way or another, something's happening. Yeah, and it's not gonna be pretty.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
we made it to the end.
Yeah.
I think. Any final thoughts?
Not yet. If you're watching in the U.S., happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Enjoy your time with friends and family, and yeah,
Exactly.
Christmas is a month away. Woohoo!
Woo! Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully you have a fantastic Black Friday. You pick up some deals, or you don't. You just save some money. That's always good too.
That works too.
Yeah. Have a great weekend. We'll be back here Monday. Monday will be a regular episode because not quite the first Monday of the new
Not yet.
December month.
Oh my god, it's December already.
Yeah.
Jesus. What the hell?
But Wednesday or Friday next week, we'll have our monthly recap where we go over all the stuff we've been playing and watching.
And for once, I guess I can contribute. Yay!
Yeah, exactly. Might not be totally new stuff because we have been talking about a little bit of what we have.
Yeah,
been watching,
but we got some stuff to talk about.
We'll go a little bit more in depth. So.
Darn right. Yeah.
Cool. Well, there you go. Have a great weekend. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe to the feed on podcast services, and head over to our Facebook. Like the page, ask a question for Ask Us Anything, and submit a topic if you like. We always look at those as well. And Sarah, like I said, what do Ontario people eat at Thanksgiving, Christmas?
Yes, please. We'd like to know if it's.
I'm dying to know.
Yeah, this curiosity will not go away.
All right, we'll see you later.
See you guys.